to certain items in your wardrobe as your sexy sweats? If so, you may need to bring the sexy back into your wardrobe. In this series, we're going to learn to tart it up a little bit, and what better way than to look at the style icons from pop music. This series is called Pop Tarts. So while it would be delicious and fattening to discuss these kinds of Pop Tarts, in this series we're actually going to be looking at these kinds of delicious low-fat percentage Pop Tarts. So whether you are a mom of 3, or a grandmother of 3, or just looking for a date at 3 o'clock, there's always room for a little tart. In this episode, we will be looking at Britney Spears. Yes, she's back. And we will be looking at her to learn how to tart it up. This is Pop Tarts, and there's always room for a little tart. If you're unfamiliar with the term tart, it is more of a British expression. However, if you were to look it up right now in the Urban Dictionary, here's the definition you would find. A nubile young temptress who dresses teasingly and provocatively, and of course right next to that they could have a picture of Britney Spears. So, those of you who are not maybe looking to dress provocatively, you do think maybe you could sex it up a little bit, or even just bring a little bit more attitude to your wardrobe, you'll want to pay attention to this series. And of course, there's different levels of being a tart or dressing sexy, right? So for this series, we have something known as the Tart scale. And you can see here on the screen, there's all different types of women in all different phases of their life, and all of them land on different areas of the Tart scale. So you may be just a little bit of tart, like I said, you may be the mom of 3 and you're, doing the carpool thing and you're like, I don't need to be dressing like Britney Spears at an award show to go drive the carpool. But you probably could add a little bit of attitude, maybe a little sexy to your wardrobe and just, make the other moms envious that are with you in the carpool, okay? So you may be on that end of the spectrum, and that's perfectly fine. And I trust me, there are items that you can learn from Britney Spears style. Trust me, even if you're at that end of the spectrum, there's a little bit that you could sprinkle in. You may be just, half tarts. So if you are a professional, you have a workplace with a certain kind of conservative dress code, you can still tart it up a little bit. There's different elements you can sprinkle in, and we'll show you how to do that as well. You may be an older gal and you are concerned like, I have gray hair, I can't be dressing like Britney Spears. And I'm going to go, well, there's probably ways that you could kick up your wardrobe, tart it up just a little bit, even if you have gray hair on your head, okay? And last but not least, there's those of you that want to go full Britney Spears. Let's do whole tart. Give me that outfit and I will rock it and wear it because I'm trying to get a man, okay? So if you're in that phase of your life or you're trying to make that happen, I will give you an option for that as well. So remember, there's different areas on the tart scale, but most of us watching this video could afford to kick it up just a little bit, add a little bit of attitude to our wardrobe, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So here's the Pop Tart playlist. You can see all the artists we've covered before. Beyonce, Katy Perry, Rihanna, Miley Cyrus. I would invite you guys to go take a look at those past videos. And this one now playing is Britney Spears. And it's going to be a dress with some sheer detail. And that's what we're going to use as style inspiration to create these different looks for different areas on the Tart scale. So here she is at the X Factor. You can see the outfit she's wearing. It is full on tart, right? This is whole tart. So number 1, it has sheer material. There's a lot of cleavage showing. Okay, that's full tart. And then she has it in this bright bubblegum pink color, which I love, but not everybody can pull off. Okay, so she is full pop star mode in this particular outfit. So we are going to use this as inspiration to create other outfits, okay? And so let's get started. I promise you, even if you aren't full tart, even if you want just a little bit of tart, there's going to be options for everybody watching this video. So as usual on the tart scale, we're going to start at the lower end with the little tart. Okay, so remember Britney had the sheer material with the cleavage showing. So we're taking inspiration from that. So just adding sheer to your wardrobe is automatically going to make it a little more tart, a little bit more sexy than if this was the dress with just regular sleeves. So instead of having the sheer area around your cleavage and have all your boobs popping out, okay, that's fine if that's what you want to do. I don't judge. But if you're like, I just want a little bit, You can have just the sheer material on the sleeves. And like I said, you can see it does make it a little sexy, a little bit more attitude to have that sheer material on the sleeve rather than if you had just the regular black cloth sleeves. Okay, so that's one way that you're going to kick it up a notch. Then you can see we have these super sexy ankle boots that go with it as well. And so they are very sexy, but it's not just wearing a stiletto with this outfit, which of course would make it very sexy. So we decided to find a middle ground with that. And we have this great ankle boot with it, and then you see we have these starburst earrings that go with it as well. So you can see that's just a little Tart. You're just showing arms. You wear a tank top and you're showing arms, okay? And this, at least it's covering up some stuff because it's sheer material. So everybody, you'd be able to get away with wearing this, right? That's just a little bit of Tart. So next time you're shopping for a dress and you want a little bit of sexy, you want something a little bit different than what everybody else has, look for a dress that has some sheer detail to it. And again, it doesn't have to be in the cleavage area like Britney Spears. You also see we have it in a very conservative black color. It's not in a bright color as well. So those of you who are going, okay, this is playing it too safe, I need a little bit more Tart. I got you covered. We're here at half Tart. So again, you can see we're playing around with the areas that have the sheer material. So for this one, again, we're looking for a dress. We're doing another conservative color, black, instead of a bright color. The black, but the sheer detail you can see is now around the arms and then down at the bottom. And there's a lot of dresses out there now with this style where it has the sheer part longer than the part of the regular dress. And again, it's just plain sexy. You can see this dress is a little bit more form-fitting than the original dress that we showed. So this one is going to show off more curves. So again, that's why it's further up on the Tart scale. But again, just adding that sheer material to the bottom makes the dress sexier than if it just didn't have that at all. So again, playing around with the areas where the sheer is located is what's going to make it a little tarty, a little attitude. And for this to punch it up a little bit, because it was conservative black, so instead of having it in a bright bold color, we're going to use bright bold colors for the accessories and for the shoes. So I have these bright green shoes and a bright blue clutch to be worn with it. Again, to punch it up just a little bit, because again, that's going to add to make it more pop star like when you have the brighter, bolder colors. Okay, so those of you looking at this and be like, I love that outfit, that is sexy, that is on point. But you're going, I think I could go a little bit more sexy. Now this option, not everybody's going to do. Not everybody's going to be able to pull off, but I'm going to show it to you, okay? This is probably the tardiest outfit in the whole series. So you can see, you are playing around with where the sheer detail is. And for this, the sheer detail is again around the front of the dress, but it has these strategically placed strips of cloth to cover up the important bits, and then it has a little of the sheer striping as well on the arms, and you can see it's very form-fitting, but it's basically like your whole kind of chest area is out. Not everybody's going to be able to pull this off. This is a very hot look to wear if you're going out to a club. Not everybody's going to be comfortable doing it. Not everybody has the body to pull this off, but that's why this is at the whole Tart end of the Tart scale, okay? You can see that we have these very sexy lace-up black high heels that go with it as well as a black and gold clutch purse to bring out the gold studs that are on there. So even though it's still in this conservative kind of black color, it's still very sexy because it's form-fitting and it has these gold metallic studs on the dress. This is the part of the video that we call the remix. So what we're going to do is take the outfits presented in the video so far and then remix them and see how you can mix and match them. Because those of you might be thinking, okay, I start incorporating these items into my wardrobe, but I'm not going to be able to wear them with a whole bunch of stuff, or you can't envision the ways that you can mix and match. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what you'd be able to do here. So these are the outfits that were presented in the video, all the way from little Tart look on the left hand side to the whole Tart on the right hand side of the screen, right? So let's mix and match. Make some swaps. So you can see the little Tart look, we punched it up a little bit by adding the pop of color with the shoes. We have the clutch that's with it. The dress in the middle, we've punched it up with these spiked, super high lace-up shoes. The shoes alone just make it a lot more sexier. And then the outfit all the way on the right hand side where it's sheer basically the whole front of your dress, we've actually brought it down a notch by, instead of having it with the super high spiked high heels, we have it with these they're still hot, but they're not as sexy ankle boot there. So it brought it down a notch by doing that. And again, look at the different items on the screen. You can see the sheer is in different places on these different dresses. And that's where you're going to look for when you're shopping. You're like, I do want something with a little bit of the sheer detail. I'm not comfortable having, you know, boobs popping out and cleavage like Britney Spears, but is there something that I can take from that? And look for those elements in dresses when you're shopping. As usual, if this video has not inspired you enough from Britney Spears' style, I have more outfits for you. So the Britney Spears case study is based on her Make Me video. Very sexy. Women out there, there's a lot of male eye candy in this video. Just an FYI, you might want to check it out just for that alone. But the case study here will give you, we break down all of her looks covered, and then I take those items and again make 5 different looks. So women in all different phases of their life, so you can tart it up. So we have a mommy tart look inspired from that. We have a weekend tart look. We have a date tart look. Again, this one's going to be more whole tart look, but almost anybody can pull off. We have a working tart look, more conservative. And then we have the real estate professional tart look too. So it's a work tart look, but then I put just a different spin on it and made it for real estate professionals because I work with a lot of them in their style. So there you go, case study. It's completely free. All you're going to do is use the link below the video, click on it, and it's going to open up in a shopping cart, and you can see it says Britney Spears case study. It's absolutely free. You see it's down there, $0. Fill out the information. You don't have to put credit card information in. It's not even going to prompt you for that, but you have to fill out your name and everything. Check out, and then you'll receive the email with the link to download the case study. And like I said, there's 5 great options in there for you. And that is the last case study of the series. So we've covered so much in this video series, and like I said, and with the case studies you get even more looks and more style inspiration. So this Pop Tart series, the Pop Tart playlist, here's all the artists we've covered over this video series. Beyonce, Katy Perry, Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, and in this last one, Britney Spears. I invite you to go back, take a look at all the videos, and get inspired. And from now on, when you see these artists in their various outfits at an award show, on a red carpet, on a magazine cover, instead of going, oh my god, I could never wear that, and completely tuning it out, go, what can I learn from this? What can I take from this and incorporate into my wardrobe? Again, we're not asking you to go full Britney Spears. I'm glad that has a different connotation nowadays than it did probably 3 years ago. No one's asking you to go full Britney Spears and full-on sex kitten. But there's items and inspiration you could take from there to incorporate into your wardrobe, because as I say, there's always room for a little tart. And I hope you have lots of fun, you get lots of compliments, and you learn how to be a little tart. Thanks for watching the series.